Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Dora and this is my first update to Project Yarnathon. If you don't already know, this is a crafting project in which you try to knit or crochet a marathon's worth of yarn. Now I haven't got as much yarn as that and I don't know how to track it because most of what I've got is kind of like little scraps from projects here and there that I did, or just wool and yarn that I've accumulated over the decades, I should say. So what I'm doing instead, if you didn't catch my intro, is that I am making a patchwork blanket for my son, and I'm gonna make it, I'm making 40 squares, so I'll have it 5 by 8 squares. So I've got 6 months with 40 squares plus all the sewing. I figured out in order to stay on track, I need to be knitting 7 squares per month. This first month, I haven't reached that target, but nonetheless, I think for the start, it's not bad, it's not terrible. So I'm currently at 5 or almost 5 squares. I'll just very quickly hold them up. I'm also going to insert a picture so that you can see what they look like. They are just, I've been using scraps and I'm just really like making them freehand type thing, like without a pattern, and just the sort of regular stitch that I enjoy using the most, which is one knit, one purl, or in German you'd say one left, one right. Yeah. And also, by the way, for all the knitters, how do you knit? Do you knit, I think it's Anglican style or English style versus German or continental style? I'm interested to know, like, how do you use your knitting needles? Do you like drop the needle and then do this little thing? Or do you do it like, basically, do you go from left to right or from right to left? I'm super interested to find out because I obviously learned the German style of knitting at school and then later from her aunt, because at school we only learned how to purl for some strange reason. And yeah, I do it the German way, so I knit from left to right. Yes. But yeah, anyway, that's just as a little aside. Here's another one that I made. Most of these scraps I've really like had for years. And then I did also accumulate a bag worth of scraps from my mum, who's like more of a crocheter than a knitter. And yeah, this is the last one that I'm currently working on. Oh goodness. I'll show the picture now so that you can see. Obviously I'm not going to be putting them together in that type of order necessarily, like, because I've done one of these blankets before. What I did last time is that I just collected a ton of squares, they're obviously more rectangles, right? And then started to arrange them, making sure that the sizes would match up, and also trying to make sure that the colors are more or less spread out equally, as much as you can. And then basically I left one row and one column on the edge to sort of custom make them, because like I said, they're all different sizes, so that's basically what I'm trying to do. So it would be 4 by 7, which is 28, and then at 28 I would sew them together and then make that last L-shaped line of squares, edge of it, at the very end. So that would probably be around sort of February time. I've got a lot of knitting to do. What I also thought might be interesting is to show you right now, because in the intro I just showed randomly like everything that I had. But yeah, now I just wanted to, like, the panner in me wanted to just sort them into color and understand like what color category has how many yarn balls left, and then maybe to sort of assess like what color should I be focusing on, where are there like teeny tiny scraps that I can prioritize, just to sort of minimize my collection, because that's the end goal for me. So okay, let's go through them and I'll insert pictures here. So blue yarn, I've got 15 in total, and it doesn't matter how big or small they are, each little ball counts as one. So 15 for blue. For green yarns, I've got 3. Red, I've got 5 there, including the one that I'm still currently working on. Orange, I've also got 5, although there are 3 that are identical, but that's just how it is. Yellow, I've got 7. For neutral colours, I just decided to put like blacks, whites and greys, or like a taupe khaki type thing into the neutrals. So neutrals, I've got 14. Multichrome, I've got 5. And then for pink, I've got 3. So from those numbers and pictures, you can tell that I think I'm gonna try and make this quite a blue heavy knitted blanket. I think my son will be very pleased, although his favourite colour does change very quickly. He's only 4, so bless him. I said I should ideally be knitting 7 squares per month. This past month I've done 5, so technically I should be making 9 more next month throughout November. So that is my target, to hopefully reach 14 knitted squares. That would be great. I also realized that that would be making up for what I didn't get to this past month in October. October has been really successful for like makeup stuff, but knitting less so. It's a busy month, lots of birthdays around here. To be fair, if I did 7, I'm also going to be quite pleased with myself. So that would then be 12 knitted squares. It's just, you know, be a bit kind and realistic here. My second goal is to start having a second square on the go. So I've got the one right here. And I just found, because I've like been emptying all these yarns, I just found another really nice short needle set in a similar type of strength, size. I think it's like a 3.5. And they're wooden. So I want to have 2 on the go at the same time, because I really need to have variety in order to stay motivated, and that's why I'm making them striped. And I think if I make 2, and I tend to generally take 6 yarn balls and sort of put them together and think like, what are sort of cool colours to use together that also my son would appreciate. So yeah, I think I can just jazz things up a little bit further if I have 2 squares knitting on the go at all times. So that's one goal, fun one. And then my third goal for November is to use up 6 yarn balls from the blue category, because there's 15 there, and then using up 6 would bring me down to the single digits. I think that'd be cool. And there's a lot of small ones there, so I think that's super totally possible. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope all of your knitting and crocheting projects are going fantastic and you're finding so much joy in just chilling out and not stressing out about this, because it should be fun. It's a hobby, right? Okay. Sending you so much love, and hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye bye.